Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Today I want to talk with you about three concepts that good thinkers use. Life is decision making, and improving the quality of your decisions, of course, will improve your life, professionally and personally. Because I'll be using this in psychology today, I'm going to use psychology-related examples. But it's applicable broadly. Career, relationships, money, even how to live the life well led. The first phrase I want to share with you is full dimension. In making decisions, the intelligent person at least quickly considers a wide range of factors or perspectives, considering the full range, deciding which ones deserve more thought, less, or not at all. That's full dimension thinking. For example, the effective psychotherapist thinks whether the next utterance he or she should make should be a supportive one or a challenging one, a question or a comment, focusing on the here and now, or harken back to the person's earlier trauma, or about moving forward. Having made that decision, for example, to discuss the past trauma, the counselor considers whether that should be allowed to fully flower, as in exposure therapy, reliving the trauma perhaps again and again in greater vividness until a breakthrough, or should the next part of the session merely be trauma-informed, a brief recognition of the trauma's continuing effect on the person, followed by questions and comments to help the client move forward. The second of the three concepts that lead to good thinking and good decision-making is probabilistic cost-benefit. Implicit in the previous example is a consideration of the option's likely cost-benefit. For example, let's say the therapist chooses to be supportive of the client's previous utterance. For example, says, "Good point," or paraphrases the client's statement. Well, that imposes some probability of causing negative effects, increasing the client's complacency, or encouraging the client to talk more about something that has a low probability of helping the client gain insight, let alone moving forward. On the other hand, a supportive statement would build the client's self-confidence, and in turn efficacy, and strengthen the bond between the client and therapist. The question is, considering all the quite possible outcomes, which one has the highest probability of yielding the biggest positive effect? That's probabilistic cost-benefit thinking. And the third and final of these three concepts that lead to better thinking and decision-making is wisdom. A decision can help an individual, yet still be unwise. The wise decision-maker considers the impact of decisions broadly on society, even in terms of cosmic universals. For example, the client may have a better life if the therapy increases their self-confidence and drive, but if that person would likely use it to undesirable ends, for example, be a too aggressive salesperson or fundraiser, or a promulgator of insufficiently full-dimensioned ideas, it might be wiser for the therapist to rein in the client's self-confidence and drive in favor of a more realistic self-assessment, even if that yields greater sadness and less bold action in the client. Of course, these three concepts, that is full dimension, probabilistic cost-benefit, and wisdom, have broader applicability far beyond psychotherapy. For example, let's stay within the psychology realm. Consider a researcher who is deciding on the direction for the next phase of his or her career. That person wisely would review possible directions that take the next baby step forward from his or her previous research and colleagues' research, as well as possible new directions. For example, if that researcher had been researching single-session therapy with newly diagnosed cancer patients, well, what's the probability that continuing that research would yield significant net benefit to the world and to herself, compared with incremental options such as one-session counseling with people who have experienced a less serious event, for example, have been terminated from work? She might, in her doing her thinking about her next options, might also at least briefly consider a major change, such as comparing the results of one-session counseling with longer-term modalities, or even a radical career change, such as becoming a physician. Even more broadly, these three concepts apply to the socio-political debates that are roiling society. We seem to be bending toward extremism when, per Aristotle's golden mean, moderation may well be wiser. In our ever more complex world, it's tempting to oversimplify. This little talk offers a small attempt at redress. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. and I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.